Welcome to another Startup King Small Business Lecture Series, this one on government contracting and federal government contracting set aside specifically. A reminder at the top of this video, please subscribe to be notified of all of our upcoming videos. This one, the third in the series of government contracting set asides. More upcoming videos specifically on the 8A certification and the HUBZone certification. What are set-asides? Very quick summary. If you need to learn more or you want details, please go back to our video, which discusses an overview of government contracting set-asides. In short, government contracting set-asides are set by city, county, state, and federal agencies, sometimes quasi-government agencies. They are designed to provide opportunity to the socially, economically, and geographically disadvantaged. And what they are is basically a percentage of government contracts that are literally set aside or allocated for qualified and certified businesses. For example, a state with a $10 million budget may decide that 10% of that budget will go to women-owned businesses. And women-owned businesses that are not just certified as women-owned businesses, but also are qualified to perform the work. So a woman-owned business certified in the state of Wisconsin that performs manufacturing is not going to be qualified also to bid and receive awards on, let's say, printing services. It's very important to understand that these are not just classified for minorities as set-asides. They are size-based, they are location-based, they are race-based or gender-based. So much more than just minority set-asides. Set-asides also provide an advantage to the little guy or the little gal. That's what they're designed to do, to provide more opportunities to small business because larger businesses have more dollars and resources to expend on marketing to get more money. And it's important to understand that they exist for all types of projects needed by the government. Every type of service and product the government purchases, set-asides are a part of. These include construction, cybersecurity, purchasing cars, and so on. Here are some examples of federal government set-asides. Federal agencies have set-asides such as a small business enterprise, a women business enterprise, minority business enterprise, veteran business enterprise, and then things like disadvantaged business enterprises, opportunity zones, Alaskan-owned corporations, Native Hawaiian-owned corporations, even Native American-owned corporations, and then, of course, HUBZone and 8A, and those are highlighted in red because the last two videos, video lectures on our series are going to concentrate on HUBZone and 8A specifically. One thing that's very important to understand is all these can be combined. For example, a veteran business enterprise could also be a small, which means that they would be recognized as a small veteran-owned business, or same thing for women-owned businesses, women-owned small businesses, or service-disabled veteran-owned small businesses. So there are combinations of them that can be used and recognized by federal agencies. Who certifies federal government set-asides? Basically, we are trying to outline where you go to get certified, to get your company, small business certified. Typically, if it's a size-based certification, the Small Business Administration governs most of that in the federal space. They have specific set-aside requirements as far as the size of your company, the revenue based on the product that you provide. They conduct surveys to make sure things are competitive in the environment. And if less small businesses are providing specific types of services, then the chances are that they would increase those revenue sizes. So if you're making $45 million providing computer services, you're not going to be eligible to be considered a small business. However, if you're making $45 million a year manufacturing weapon system, then chances are you are going to be considered a small business. So it's a little bit complicated, but once you get into it, it'll start to make sense. And then there are location-based set-aside certifications. Location-based, these include things like the HUBZone, which is location-based, the Small Business Administration, and then there are specific other agencies that have their own location type businesses, such as Department of Transportation Opportunity Zones. And then, of course, gender or race-based, there are several entities that can perform this type of certification. One is, of course, the state, which we discussed in our previous video. One, of course, is federal agencies, and there are third parties that do this. And we put the logos and information on two of these. To be considered certified for a woman-owned business, you can apply and go through the Women's Business Enterprise National Council, and they will certify you by going through all the qualifications and make sure you meet them, getting records, possibly even making sure that you are involved in day-to-day operations of your business. And of course, for minority business enterprises, the National Minority Supplier Development Council is another example of a third party that is actually recognized by several federal government agencies. The next steps: if you think you're qualified for federal government contracting set-asides, you can start at beta.certified.sba.gov. You can click on Am I eligible? And it will take you through a series of questions. And through the end, you will find out what set-asides are actually qualified for. This is an excellent place to start. And if you're qualified, of course, take a look at the applications, take a look at the frequently asked questions, the instructions. And if you feel comfortable, start with the application. Or if we can help you in any way, please just ask us for help by submitting a comment to this video. Another way, next step to consider is enrolling in our Startup Ascent course, which is a boot camp for startups and companies that are wishing to grow. You'll receive a free copy of the Startup King as course text. And of course, you can search on that for that on Eventbrite, startupascent.eventbrite.com. And of course, again, at the bottom of this video, please subscribe to be notified of upcoming videos. If you have any suggestions or if there are any topics you'd like to be explained, please let us know through a comment, or you can contact us directly through one of these channels. You can contact us through LinkedIn, Amazon, of course, YouTube, Reddit. And if you'd like to be added to our monthly newsletter, please submit a comment and message us through this video and we can get you added. Only once a month does our newsletter go out, and we don't typically send out any other alerts and fill your inbox. Thank you for watching.